Frost. And we'll go to Bertrand for the RVL Championship game between the Vikings and undefeated Cambridge. And we'll check on the Islanders as Grand Island takes on Lincoln East. After 9 weeks, you know the name of the show. And it's coming up next.
NTV Sports presents Sports Extra. Sports Extra is brought to you by C.J. Morey Insurance, DeMillicos, Fontanelle Hybrids, Heartland Co-op, Inland Truck Parts, Insurance Plus, Interstate Structures, Killian's Motors, and Lexington Chiropractic Center. Now your host, Randy Bushcutter.
Good evening and welcome to the season finale of Sports Extra. Well, it's hard to believe, but this is the final, well, we can call it Football Saturday for the high school football season. For some tonight, they will clinch a spot in the playoffs. For others, the season will be over. Tonight, we'll take a look at that playoff race as well as our regular weekly features. But first, let's check on the action. It's not been a season that the Grand Island Islanders had hoped for. John Farron began the day assured of a losing record in his first season, replacing Ken Fisher. But the Islanders hope to build a little momentum for next season by hosting Lincoln East. Good first series. Tough blocking here frees Mike Heshik. He'll race 22 yards to the end zone, and it's 7-0 Islanders. Second quarter, Grand Island with a 4th and goal at the 2. This time the East defense holds. Nice sack by Jason Allenby. Lincoln East would try to score a bit later, but then the Islanders come up with a good D. Tom Jeffrey's pass goes right through the hands of Mark Bender. Solid drive in the third quarter here. Jeffrey to Ryan Keir of Lincoln East. A great leaping catch by Keir gets him to about the 13-yard line, but the drive would stall. Jeffrey's pass, as he throws, is tipped and picked off with a great diving catch by Tino Martinez. The Islander defense holds as they win tonight by a final score of 7-0. The Islanders finish the season now at 4-5 and plenty to build on for next year. Well, it's time for us to take a quick breather, but in a moment we'll head back to Wood River for more of the Eagles and Adams Central. And we'll crown the RVL champion as Bertrand will play host to Cambridge. The highlights next on Sports Extra. Everyone in the Republican Minor League expected the conference title to be decided when Cambridge took on Bertrand. But it didn't go exactly as expected, you see, because Bertrand lost to Alma, and that guaranteed Cambridge at least a share of the RVL title. But that only added to the importance to the game for the Vikings. Bertrand needed a win tonight to clinch a playoff spot. First quarter, Cambridge quarterback Ed Thompson drops back to pass, and he finds a wide-open Tyler Shiflett. They connect for a 45-yard strike. But the drive would stall. Second quarter, Thompson connects with Kurt Tenenpour for the touchdown. Cambridge would go for 2. Charlie Shoemaker juts it in, and it's 8-0. Trojans with the lead. Thompson still in the second quarter scrambles here because of the blitz, but he's able to elude the rush just long enough to find Tyler Shiflett again. And this time, he'll go for the touchdown as he's past the Bertrand defense. That's good for 6. Cambridge would fake the extra point, and Thompson would find Brandon Flaming. On the 2-point conversion right here, they connect, and it's 16-0. Final score of this one was 22-0. Cambridge goes 9-0 in the regular season. They certainly will be a force to contend with as the playoffs move on. Bertrand now has to wait and see whether or not they will be able to defend their state championship. Now we'll take you back to Wood River. The Lou Platte Conference race went as expected. Wood River and Adams Central meeting for the conference title. But add in the fact that both teams have already locked up spots for the postseason. Well, both began the day undefeated. You get an idea how big this game was. Scott Frost would take the Eagles on the second play all the way for the touchdown. He scoots to the outside, will break at least one tackle, and then cut back in there through the arms of the defense, and nobody's going to catch him. He goes the distance, makes it 7-0 Wood River. The Eagles get the ball back. Mike Gall then makes a nice run. The big guy takes it to the outside and is finally dragged down at the 3-yard line as he's knocked out of bounds. The Patriots defense holds, though, and Wood River settles for the 21-yard Brandon Bailey field goal, makes it 10-0. Early second quarter, Adams Central Adam Frazier finds Ben Klausenbutcher in the end zone. That cuts the lead to 3 at 10-7. Eagles, though, would take it in just before the half ends. Mike Gall again. He'll cover the distance as he gets to the outside again through the defense, and see ya. That makes it 16-7 at the half. Wood River goes on to win this one by a final score of 36-10. It should be 36-10 from our information, but irregardless, Wood River picks up the Lou Platte Conference title over Adams Central, and the Eagles are now undefeated as they head into the playoffs. Adams Central with an 8-1 record. Elsewhere, Columbus shuts out Hastings 21-0. Grand Island Northwest gets past Fairbury 43-8. Gibbon shuts out Kearney Catholic 32-0. And Kearney makes it into the postseason play. This guarantees a playoff spot for the Bearcats in Class A. 28-13, the win over Norfolk. In other football scores for you was Friends shutting out Bradshaw 52-0. Exeter shutting out Fairmont. Geneva improves their record to 8-1 with the 28-6 win over Sandy Creek. Shickley shuts out Lawrence. Shickley guarantees a spot in the playoffs. With that win, Lawrence will now have to wait and see. It was Hayes Center getting past Maywood 48-8. Shelby a 39-8 winner over Bruning. Nelson 40-16 over Loomis. Beatrice makes it into the postseason 15-6 over City. It was Silver Lake shutting out Clay Center 29-0. Hildreth outscores Milligan 48-3 with the 54-12 win over the Callaway Bears. Sargent 36-22 over Thedford. Thedford could have made the playoffs to win there. Now they have to wait and see. Kozak locks up a spot in Class B as they beat the Chanticleers 42-26. Loop City over Centura by a touchdown. And Somo Myrna a 34-20 winner over Pleasanton. This basically was Elm Creek's playoff game. They are ineligible for postseason action. They beat Kennesaw tonight 42-12. Blue Hill over Deschler 42-13. Centennial gets past Superior 46-12. Centennial